A giant prehistoric fish is set to make a comeback to UK waters, but if and when it does, King Charles gets first dibs. The 400 million years old sturgeon, which disappeared from British waters decades ago, was once so popular King Edward II declared it the royal fish. In 1324, it was decreed that any sturgeon, as well as whales, dolphins, and porpoises, brought ashore must first be presented to the monarch due to their superior excellence. Any sturgeon caught in British waters cannot be eaten until royal consent is given. Typically, Buckingham Palace will be contacted and the catch is offered to the monarch, who can accept or decline. The last sturgeon accepted by Queen Elizabeth was in 1969. Unfortunately, the king cannot yet feast on a sturgeon as they have not been recorded in UK waters since the 90s. But now, the Zoological Society of London, ZSL, and other conservationists are hoping to change that, announcing a 10-year plan to bring sturgeons back as part of the King's coronation celebrations. Anglers reported 400 sturgeons in the 18th and 19th centuries, but its population is now in a grave state. The two native species of the ancient, critically endangered sturgeon are no longer in British waters due to the likes of overfishing, blocked migration routes, other human-related factors. In fact, none have been recorded since 1994. Rory Moore, of the Blue Marine Foundation, writing for the Institute of Fisheries Management, explained, "The catches were always considered surprising. This was understandable, given that sturgeon are considered by the International Union for Conservation of Nature (IUCN) to be the most critically endangered group of species on the planet." Just last year, the Chinese paddlefish, a close cousin of the sturgeon, was declared extinct by the UN. Don't miss. Andrew tested water at event where no one would dare boo him. Insight: King's coronation snubbed as more people watched the Queen's in 1953. Report: Camilla's daughter warned Charles to leave family alone. Analysis: Hannah McCormick, ZSL's Conservation Project Officer for Estuaries and Wetlands, told The Times that while they are a charismatic fish, they breed very slowly, not reproducing until they are between 10 and 20 years old. The ZSL is now planning to establish the best rivers for them, reduce the numbers that are caught unintentionally, alert the public, and try to emulate other countries that have successfully reintroduced sturgeon. Sturgeons, known as the king of the anadromous fish, can grow to mammoth proportions and can live up to 60 years. In fact, the largest ever fish caught with a rod and line in the UK was a sturgeon. The monster fish was reeled in from the River Severn in 1903. It weighed a staggering 187 kilos, around the same weight as an average wild male gorilla. Then just a few years later in 1911 a 9-foot-long sturgeon was caught, this time in the River Frome. Sturgeons have caused problems in the past. In 2004, police intercepted the sale of a 120-kilo sturgeon at a fish market in Plymouth after it was alleged it had been sold illegally. Stanley, as the media called it, was caught off the coast of Wales and offered to the Queen by fisherman Robert Davis, who was told to dispose of it as he saw fit. He then sold the 12-feet fish at auction for £650. But, unknown to him, it turned out to be an illegal sale as they are a protected species and it was taken into police custody. He told Wales Online at the time, "We felt we had the go-ahead from the Queen to take it to the marketplace. It's complete madness that the police have stepped in now." Stanley then disappeared but was eventually found in Cornwall and has since been donated to the Natural History Museum in London.